This is the first example that uses R. What you're looking at right now is the R console. This is where all information is typed into and what is happening in the R commands. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to type in our data. This is best just by doing a copy paste. So what I've done is copied in the name of the variable, which I've decided to call this favcolor. You can call it anything you want. This little arrow looking thing is just the less than symbol and the underline symbol, the dash symbol. It just kind of makes it look like an arrow. This is what R needs to do to put in data. We are using CVS documents, so these are called read.cvs is the command we're going to use. Then you do a parenthesis, and then in quotes you type in the web address of the file. In this case, we are using ones that I've actually created for you. Just hit enter. Nothing looks like it happened, but in reality what has happened is it's put it in the background. If you want to look at this data, which is not a bad idea, you can just do favcolor, because that was the name of the variable. And there's the whole data set. It's kind of weird what this is doing, but ignore these columns. If you also want to, you can just look at kind of the start of it. So you can do what we call header or head, and that will actually the head, and then in parentheses type in the name of the data set, and that'll just show you kind of the start of it, just to give you kind of an idea. What's important about this is we can now see that one of our variables is color, and we notice that it's C-O-L-O-R is how they spell it, and it is lowercase all of the letters. That's kind of important to know that, so it's a good idea to do this kind of head thing just to get an idea of what the data set looks like. So now we're going to do a new variable. We're going to call it count. And again, you do this less than symbol and this dash to kind of just say I'm going to make this, and then you're going to create what we call a table. I'm going to make a table of this favcolor data set. And then you're going to do a $sign and put in what variable you want it to actually create the table of. So we want color. Notice again I typed it as lowercase. R is very case sensitive, so make sure that you pay attention to whether you use the chef key or not. Hit enter, and again, it looks like nothing has happened. All it's done is saved it in the background. So now we're going to do count, and that will just show us what the data looks like. And you can see our data set is got 8 blue, 6 green, 1 orange, 2 others, 3 purple, 3 red, and 4 yellow. The other is probably some obscure colors that people picked. So this is how we create a frequency table in R. You can then highlight it like I just did and then just do a copy. And then you can paste it into your word processing file to make a little bit better picture of it. So that kind of gives you an idea of how to do a little bit with R.